Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced colloidal silver solutions, yet many are unaware of the entire function of the Silver Lung system and how it has been designed to deliver your silver solutions anywhere in or on the body. My name is Mario Cifaldi, and I'm the developer of the Silver Lungs generator. Not only does the Silver Lung system produce endless colloidal and ionic silver solutions, it also comes equipped with the proper applicators and devices needed to deliver your silver solutions directly to key target areas. This includes the eyes, ears, nose, lungs, topically to the skin, and orally for the digestive system. Be sure to watch our new 7-minute video tour of the Silver Lung system at www.silverlungs.com to learn more about how the Silver Lung system works. As well, we are always ready to answer any questions you may have. That's www.silverlungs.com.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. Listen up, friends. This is Alex Jones with key information. The mainstream media is now admitting that we're going into a depression. Don't be dependent on the government for you and your family. You need to get your own supply of high-quality storable foods from efoodsdirect.com. They're the best company out there, the longest continually operating, with a ton of great food to choose from. It's all fresh and made on a monthly basis, not some old cruddy food they're selling you like some of the other guys. Try their new evacuation pack, a 2-week supply of delicious, easy-to-fix food. It comes with all the equipment you need to prepare it. With open talk of a strike on Iran in the next 3 months, the crisis in the Gulf, and possible evacuations, get yourself and your family ready today. The place to go is efoodsdirect.com. Go to their website online right now, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or call 800-409-5633. Again, on the web, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or give them a call at 800-409-5633.
Defending the Republic from enemies, foreign and domestic. It's Alex Jones.
Well, we're definitely going to have these guys back up in the near future to do another hour or two just to take calls and cover more of the seminal, groundbreaking film, What in the World Are They Spraying? And again, it's available at Infowars.com, or you can call toll-free to get it, 888-253-3139. When the film starts shipping and when it premieres, you can go to Atlanta, Georgia, and the website is atlantapremiere.com to get tickets to hear Griffin speak and to see the film premiere on the 22nd of this month coming up.
I'm sorry to interrupt. It's actually the 23rd.
Oh, I apologize.
No
okay,
problem.
the 23rd. Well, they'll find out at atlantapremiere.com. Now, gentlemen, continuing here, you got cut off by the break. You were getting into how they're lying, how they're trying to cover it up, and you find the very scientist-owned papers, and I'm showing a Council on Foreign Relations paper that they put out 3 years ago, where they just came right out and admitted geo-engineering workshop on unilateral planetary scale geo-engineering. And, oh, guess what? They talk, all these government heads talk about chemtrailing, spraying the atmosphere with aluminum dioxide. So, G. Edward, please continue.
Yeah, I think it bears repeating, Alex, because I've said that these people are lying, and that's a very strong statement. I wouldn't say that unless it was easy to prove. They're lying at 2 levels. First of all, they say that the spraying activity is not going on. They're just discussing it. And, well, that's we've got that nailed. That's for sure. That's been going on for at least 10 years and longer. But now, to me, more important than that is that they say, well, they don't know whether this stuff is going to be harmful to health or not. They say, well, we haven't looked into that yet, but we certainly must do that. We won't start this spraying, you understand, until we've checked that out and made sure that, it's okay. And now we find out that there are documents all over the place, and you can even get them on the Internet, documents showing research studies put out by the military, for one thing, where they've checked into the toxic effects of these compounds. And the conclusion of these reports is that they are highly toxic. So you know that the scientists who are promoting this are aware of those tests. So that means that they're lying to us. Now, this is serious stuff. And we're talking about the survival of the human race, and they're lying to us about it. So I can't think of it. If this doesn't make somebody mad, I don't know what will. They must already be drinking too much fluoride in their water.
Well, there's a major parallel to, and I want both of you to speak to this, Mr. Murphy first. The parallel is 20 years ago, or 19 years ago to be technical, the Army's own reports said depleted uranium is deadly. We can't use it in regular combat because it will increase cancers, organ failure. It's deadly. Then they went ahead and used it in 91. Now they're using it at shooting ranges and proving grounds everywhere. They're using it in wars in Serbia and in Afghanistan and Pakistan and Iraq. And it's 15 times the birth defects and cancers in children in Iraq in the cities where it's used. That's British Medical Journal. It's 3 to 4 times deformities and cancers in troops. They know this, and they just have made the decision, we're going to use this and put it out everywhere. And it goes to not just Tuskegee, but now, oh, we're sorry, we shot up men, women, and children with syphilis by the thousands in Guatemala. That came out late last week. And this really goes to the point of they put out video games for kids like Super Mega Worm, where you go around as a worm, ridding the earth of humans, killing women with baby carriages and police. They have Al Gore, climate, funded groups like 1010 out saying, if you're not going to do something about global warming, we're going to kill you. And it shows them murdering children. I don't know if you've seen that. And they're now saying eco-fascism is good in The Guardian. We need tyranny. We don't care if you don't want to pay us carbon money. We're coming for you. It's an excuse for mass murder, an excuse for death. And these people are spraying their own families with the aluminum. They're using the DU. And they are just psychopathic people with a death wish who want to kill all humans when you really read what they have to say. G. Edward Griffin, I want to get your take on that, and Mr. Murphy.
Well, I'll start the ball rolling on that. I'm sure you're right, Alex. There are a lot of psychopaths out there that really hate the human race, and that they've been so indoctrinated, I suppose, that they feel that all of the problems of the world, especially the ecological problems, are a result of that ugly species called Homo sapiens. And so they kind of think of themselves as being godlike and not really Homo sapiens themselves. They're sort of above it all. And there are a few people that really want to see the elimination of the human race, or greatly reduced at any rate. But I think there a lot more people fit into a different category, which is that they're part of this collectivist system, and they're imbued with this desire to follow authority no matter what. And they're part of a system, and especially you find this in the military. You just follow orders. You don't question. And
they feel like they have power through the system. Through
the system, yes. Their power derives from the fact that they don't question. And so I think there are a lot more people in that category. They're given an order, or they see that they're part of a movement. They don't question it. They just go along with it. And maybe in the deep recesses of their minds, they may think, gee, I wonder if this is good for humanity. I wonder if it's good for me or my family. But they don't think about that too much, because they know that in the world which supports them doesn't allow that kind of thinking. So I think it's that element more than this conscious desire to get rid of the human race.
Michael, your take on that?
I definitely agree with that. One thing, we're reaching out to the people who are flying these planes who are involved with these programs. Mm-hmm. I believe that a lot of these people do not know exactly what they're doing. So we're hoping to awaken some of those people and to really question things. With that being said, if you look at the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, and their eugenics policies, there clearly is an agenda to reduce the Earth's population. I forgot to say Bill Gates, who is a heavy funder into geo-engineering programs.
Oh, he's huge. He's got a bunch of patents for hurricane machines, chemtrailing. I mean, he's there.
Absolutely. And, he's funding David Keith and Ken Caldera. And we know, what is behind this man. So I think at the highest levels, yes, there are plans to definitely hurt and make people sick and to lower the population. However, I think that, again, a lot of people involved with these programs are really not aware of how damaging and how much damage they're doing. You know, we're hoping to reach out to the pilots so they might know that what they're doing is hurting their children, could be hurting their parents. You know, so that's really something that we're trying to do is reach out to everybody.
Well, I just hope that everybody out there who's been laughed at for talking about persistent jet aerosol, known by layman as chemtrail, and all of you that are concerned about this will understand this is a professionally, well-balanced, focused, documented film. What in the world are they spraying? And it is the best film I've seen out there of many, because so much of this is now coming out in the open, and it's also great filmmakers, and G. Edward Griffin behind it. People need to get this film. You need to show it to everyone you know. Guys, I'll put you on the spot here. You know, all of my films, I want people to air them on Access TV, to make copies of them. I know you got a lot of producers and filmmakers involved in this. You have to get their okay for it. But I mean, obviously, if you tell the grassroots, air this on Access TV, make copies, give it to people, obviously for nonprofit, not for sale purposes, or you could lose control of your work. But, I mean, do you have any plan on that to really try to get people to have this film go viral?
Yes, Alex, I'll address that one. That was our plan from the very beginning, is to put this up on the Internet and to have people make copies of it. And, you know, our only hope is that we can cover the production expenses and make enough return to make it worthwhile for the filmmakers. Paul and Michael, you know, they're spending have spent a tremendous amount of time on this project. Once that's done, when we expect that'll probably be within a few weeks after release, and we get the first, whatever it is, 10, 20, 30,000 copies out there, then that's when we put it up on the Internet, and we do want to make this viral. We want people to make copies, and we have a series called Project Red Pill, which is a DVD that we produce over at the Reality Zone. That's our little company. And Project Red Pill is a DVD which has anywhere from 5 to 6 full-length documentaries. It's not high resolution. It's the same resolution as you would find on the Internet. But those are sold for under $1 each. And we ask people to buy those and then make copies of those. And in other words, we want tens of millions of copies of this thing to be put into circulation. It's the only way we can make an end run around the controlled media.
Absolutely, and that's been the secret to our success. You know, people didn't believe me that they'd signed UN agreements to hand over our national parks and areas to UN control, so I went out and interviewed people, showed the documents, went there, and you know, and really, you know, we were some of the first in 96, 97 to really pioneer what so many others are now doing. And that's great, because they can't just kill an Alex Jones or a G. Edward Griffin or set us up or put us in prison, because there's so many other people coming online, so many thousands of filmmakers and authors. It is a powerful, powerful, powerful thing. Let's take some phone calls. Let me see who is up first here. Michael in Florida, you're on the air with G. Edward Griffin and the other filmmaker, Michael J. Murphy. Welcome.
How you guys doing tonight?
Good, Michael.
Good. Hey, I got a question, and forgive my ignorance on the way that our whole atmosphere works, but I just shot a quick vid of a chemtrail over my house in Central Florida, and it was very obvious that at the treetop level, the winds were blowing at about 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour. They were really swaying good. And then at about 3,000 or 4,000 feet, the clouds were moving. You could visibly see all the clouds moving in the sky. Yet, the chemtrail that was above us was maybe 500, maybe 1,000 feet above the clouds, but it wasn't moving at all.
Well, there's different weather, strata. There's different, prevailing winds, jet streams, and jet streams are pretty easy to forecast. One of the big jet streams coming out of China and across the western United States dumps between New Mexico, Texas, and Louisiana. So much of the toxic waste from China ends up dumping in here, and that could be some of the aluminum and toxins we're already seeing. But I mean, specifically, you're asking why why was the chemtrail moving at a different rate? You can see weather systems where clouds are going this way and other clouds are going that way. That's normally a